Madam, you are welcome. We are also honored with the presence of the Director Finance. He also doubles as the Senior Officers Rep on the Fire Service Council. He is Deputy Chief Fire Officer Mark Braco Apia Jr. We also have our Director Legal in the person of Deputy Chief Fire Officer Kwesi Bafo Ewa. Sir, you are welcome. We are honored with the presence of our Director responsible for accounts in the person of Mr. Abdul Salam Musa Tahiru. Sir, you are welcome. We are also honored with the presence of our Acting Director in charge or responsible for health in the person of ACFO 1 Georgina Ajare Kwabi. Madam, you are welcome. We are honored with the presence of our Acting Director Special Duties in the person of ACFO 1 Harriet Nunu. Madam, you are welcome. We are also honored with the presence of our Acting Director responsible for welfare, ACFO 1 Elizabeth Amwako. We have the Acting Director Policy Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation in the person of ACFO 1 Henry Eskedu. Sir, you are welcome. And I'm honored this morning to also introduce to the House the person who has been giving me sleepless night. He's my own boss. He doesn't allow me to sleep. In the person of ACFO 1 Timothy Osafo Efum. Thank you so much. We will take a rendition from the regimental band, after which we will take time to introduce our other guests to the House. Thank you, Regimental Band, for such a wonderful rendition. We are honored this morning to have the presence of one of the hard-working officers in this organization. He happens to be the Fire Secretary, Fire Council Secretary, and then the commanding officer of the headquarters of the Ghana National Fire Service. He is in the person of ACFO 1, James Ohineba Yao Kwating. Sir, you are welcome. We are also honored to have the junior officers rep on the Fire Service Council in the person of Group Officer Grade 1, Faustina Ayerike. You are welcome. We are especially blessed to also have our Retired Fire Officers Association's president in the person of Deputy Chief Fire Officer David Alenu, retired. On this note, I would invite my co-moderator in the person of ADO1, Joanna J, to do honors and acknowledge the other dignitaries. Shall we give it up for her whilst she comes?
Thank you very much, sir. To grace this program, which is the FAR conference here this morning, we have among us the following dignitaries. We have Engineer Dr. Emmanuel Nyanta from UNE. Please give him a round of applause. We have also present here today Mr. Amprofi Ampa Amprochi. You are welcome, sir. We have present here in our midst Mr. Prince Ahin. He is from Access Bank. Okay, that's him. We have present here in our midst today Madam Tabitha Dako. There she is. We also have present here this morning Mr. Alex Agbeshi Yune. You're welcome, sir. We have present here this morning Mr. James Clark Hayford. Thanks very much for coming. We also have, as part of this program, our stakeholders. We have our stakeholder from Ghana Electrical Contractors Association, being represented by Mr. Emmanuel Semado. Please give us a wave. There he is. Thank you very much for coming, sir. Now, we have a list of organizations that were grateful enough to sponsor our program this morning. We have from SIC Insurance Limited, Madam Mary Catherine Opoku, Sales Manager. Kindly give us a wave wherever you are. Yeah, welcome, Madam. We have Mr. Elliot Butchie, Sales Manager, SIC Life. Okay, he's somewhere among us. We also have from Access Bank, Madam Dinah Akon, Head Employee Banking. Where are you? Give us a wave. Okay, I'm sure she's around somewhere. We have this morning officials from Stanbic Bank. We have Mr. Bismarck Owusu, Stanbic Bank, among us, Universal Banker. Where are you, sir? Okay, he must be somewhere around. We have Madam Paulina Asante, also here present from Stanbic Bank. We also have Mr. Billy Abraham, Stanbic Bank. And then we have Mr. Cyril Dapa from Stanbic Bank. And Madam Princess Hagan. As the program progresses, we'll continue to introduce our dignitaries. Thank you.
I believe we can do it better for Eddie Ojuan. At this very juncture, we would now introduce the chairman for the occasion. And Eddie Ojuan sees me introduce the chairman for this second edition Fire Service Conference. So Eddie Ojuan Ejay, please help me introduce to the house our chairman. Shall we give it up for her, please?
Thank you very much, sir. Our chairman for today did not want a lengthy profile, actually, but for purposes of motivation, he reluctantly agreed for us to have it. So our chairman for today is in the person of Professor Elvis Asare Bediako, a professor of plant virology at University of Energy and Natural Resources. He is currently the Vice Chancellor of the University of Energy and Natural Resources, UNER, Sunyane. Before his appointment as Vice Chancellor, he had served as Dean of School of Agriculture and Liaison Officer for Student Vacation Training Program, School of Agriculture Research at the University of Cape Coast. He has researched extensively into virus, disease, epidemics, and the development of integrated crop improvement strategies in key food security crops and vegetables. He has also trained several graduates and undergraduate students in areas of plant virology and plant protection, authored and co-authored several publications and books, book chapters covering various aspects of plant virology and plant protection in peer-reviewed journals and peer-edited books. Professor Asare Bediako has directly contributed significantly to the development of agriculture in Ghana. Some of his achievements include leading a research team to develop a number of cassava and cowpea varieties. He also trained farmers on good agronomic practices. Professor Asare Bediako serves as a reviewer for a number of peer-reviewed journals. He is an external examiner of postgraduate theses in the area of his expertise and an external assessor for the promotion of faculty for a number of universities, both local and abroad. Professor Asare Bediako has attended and presented papers at several conferences and workshops locally and internationally. Professor Asare Bediako is currently a member of the following international/national committees: Advisory Steering Committee Board of Global Education and Training Center for Agricultural Modernization and Food Safety, National Statistics Advisory Committee, Committee of the Central for Plant Medicine Research. Professor Asare Bediako has won a number of local and international research grants, such as World Vegetable Center, AVRDC, Shanghai, Taiwan, CSIR, West African Agriculture Productivity Program, WAAPP, International Treaty and Plant Genetics Resources for Food and Agriculture, FAO, Rome, Italy, and European Union grant. He is also a member of a number of professional organizations, some of which are Vice Chancellors, Ghana, VCG, Plant Protectionist Society of Ghana, PPSG, Ghana Science Association, GSA, Ghana Institutes of Horticulturists, and American Pathological Society, APS. Professor Elvis Asare-Bediako has his primary and junior high school education in Puano Methodist Primary School, Bediako Bekwai Anglican Primary School, and Bekwai Experimental Junior High School. He had his secondary school education at the Seventh-day Adventist Senior High School, Bekwai, Ashanti, for his ordinary and advanced level certificates. He holds a Bachelor of Science in General Agriculture and Diploma in Education, Master of Philosophy degree in Crop Science, that's Plant Pathology, both from University of Cape Coast. He obtained his PhD degree in Plant Environmental Sciences from the University of Warwick, UK, with specialization in plant virology in 2012. Professor Elvis Asare-Bediako is married to Mrs. Edith Asare-Bediako, and they have 4 children. Dignitaries present, ladies and gentlemen, shall we welcome our chairman for this occasion in the person of Professor Elvis Asare-Bediako. We shall now have his acceptance remarks. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. So this is really a crop scientist, chairing fire. But you should understand, because there are a lot of fire issues with crops. Right. The chairman of the Fire Service Council and MP for Asante Achim, and also representing Honorable Minister of Interior, Honorable Kwame Enyimedu Enfi, the Chief Fire Officer, CFO Julius A. Kuno, Directors and Officers of the Ghana Fire Service, distinguished invited guests, the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is truly an honor to stand before you today as we gather to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the Ghana National Fire Service, which coincides with the second fire conference. Yes, 3 scores of years of hard work, dedication to safely seen and unseen effort, and the many sacrifices that sometimes involve precious lives is worth celebrating and commemorating. This occasion is not only a testament to the resilience and commitment of our fire service personnel, but also a reflection of the collective effort that have shaped and sustained the organization over the past 6 decades. As we reflect on the theme for today's celebration, 60 years of existence, ensuring effective fire management, the role of stakeholders, it is imperative to acknowledge the vital role the Ghana Fire Service plays in ensuring the safety and well-being of our communities. Firefighters are often the unsung heroes who, with unparalleled dedication, stand at the front lines, ready to face the challenges posed by the fire emergencies. Of course, I also have to acknowledge the vital role of our stakeholders, such as NADMO, Electricity Company of Ghana, Ghana Water Company, Ghana Institute of Engineers, Environmental Protection Agency, Forestry Commission, and academia, such as my university, University of Energy and Natural Resources. The journey of the Ghana National Fire Service has been marked by remarkable achievement, but it has not been without its challenges. Today, we pay tribute to the men and women who have dedicated their lives to this noble profession, many of whom have made the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty. We honor their memory. And we express our deepest gratitude to those who continue to serve with unwavering commitment. As we celebrate this milestone, it is crucial to recognize that effective fire management is a shared responsibility. The theme underscores the need for collaboration among various stakeholders, government agencies, local communities, businesses, and individuals alike. Not forgetting the sponsors. Together, we form a collective front against the ever-present threat of fire. Stakeholders in their diverse capacities contribute significantly to the prevention, preparedness, and response mechanisms that define effective fire management. Government agencies play a pivotal role in establishing and enforcing regulations that promote fire safety standards. Local communities are essential partners in fostering awareness and implementing preventive measures. The business sector also bears a responsibility to ensure that the establishment adhere to fire safety protocols. The University of Energy and Natural Resources recognizes its role in shaping future leaders, professionals, and citizens. The Department of Fire Safety and Disaster Management of our university continues to produce some Ghana's personnel towards firefighting and protecting life and property. This we will continue to do and collaborate with the industry. It is our duty to instill in our students a sense of responsibility towards society, including the promotion of fire safety and disaster management. Education and research can contribute immensely to enhancing our understanding of fire dynamics, prevention strategies, and emergency response. If you want your ward to join forces with Ghana Fire Service to protect life and property, then send him or her to the University of Energy and Natural Resources. You know, it may interest you to know the University of Energy and Natural Resources is a public-funded university established by an Act A30 in 2011. And when they developed this Act, at the same time, they also developed programs for the university. And the program that they developed, one of them is key to this service. That is the fire safety disaster management. And they indicated clearly within it certificate, diploma, and degree programs, both regular and distance, both regular and distance, you know, in these areas, fire, safety, disaster management, which means, and over the years, there have been a lot of collaboration. Even the development of the program itself, fire service played a role, which means you cannot divulge fire service from University of Energy and Natural Resources. Therefore, University of Energy and Natural Resources is fire service, and fire service, University of Energy and Natural Resources. We are poised to continue to train more of Ghana fighters and disaster management for the future. The technology and innovation have a crucial role to play in modern fire management. Embracing advancement in firefighting equipment, communication system, and data analytics can significantly enhance our capabilities in mitigating the impact of fire emergencies. We understand we are a lot of, now we are talking of AI and other, and once again, University of Energy and Natural Resources. Through our Advanced Fire Information System, AFIS, I'm sure some of you may be aware, I know already, that this software has the ability to even detect wildfires, such as bushfires, for entire West Africa and other part of Central and East Africa. And so this tells you that if we collaborate, then we're able to work together, and we put this at the disposal of the fire service. I'm happy to say here and to thank the service that as part of this collaboration has already gone on, and we have been given some an office there where our men are also be involved in the detection of these wildfires. I therefore appeal to the Minister of Interior, Honorable Minister of Interior, our MOU that we're supposed to sign. I think it's more than a year now. We are already working, and we need to have this MOU signed. If I'm asked to chair such a celebration for such a unique and noble service, such as Ghana National Fire Service, where even the act, they recognize their role, and I'm the Vice Chancellor, who am I to say no? I therefore gladly accept to chair this. Therefore, I want all of you to support me to make this day a success. Thank you very much.
I believe we can do it better for our chairman. For accepting the responsibility to chair this conference. Thank you so much, Prof. We appreciate you so much. We want to take the opportunity to introduce other dignitaries that are with us here. We have Mr. Sami Simpeni, who is representing the Greater Accra Regional Minister. Shall we welcome him with a round of applause? We are honored with the presence of the President of the Ghana Electrical Contractors Association in the person of Mr. Awal Sakib Mohammed. You are welcome, sir. We are also honored with the presence of Mr. Ernest Poku, and then this one is very difficult for me to read because of the way he has written it. Representing AfriWave Telecom. Shall we welcome them, please? We are also honored with the presence of some of our sponsors from the Stanbic Bank, SG Ghana, and then some other banks. So we have the Stanbic team being represented by Bismarck Owusu, Billy Aboleham, Paulina Asante, Cyril Mensandapa, and then Princess Hagan. If you are here, can you give us a wave? We appreciate your presence. And then we have Jemenshia Adusei, representing SG Ghana. Thank you so much for being part of today's conference. At this juncture, we will take a short rendition from the regimental band whilst the chief officer comes to welcome us to the house. Thank you, our regimental band. Shall we give it up for them, please? We are also honored with the presence of the consultant of the service in the person of Mr. Williams Oswamponsa. Sir, you are welcome. Shall we give it up for him, please? At this juncture, I would invite my co-moderator to introduce to the House the men and the women who have been standing in at our various regions and doing this brand a great service. I mean, our regional fire commander. So ADO1 Alex Kenate will do us the honors. Shall we welcome him as he comes to acknowledge their presence?
Good morning once again. And as my boss already reiterated, the RFOs or the Regional Fire Commanders are integral part of the Ghana National Fire Service and culminates in the success story of the Ghana National Fire Service. So if you'd indulge me, let me acknowledge the presence of ACFO1 Gilbert Kluche, who is the commandant of the Fire Academy and Training School. Thank you very much, sir, for your presence. I would also want to acknowledge the presence of ACFO1 Emmanuel Inkum, Bono East Regional Commander. It's my pleasure also to introduce the Regional Commander of the land we are being hosted on, the Accra Regional Commander, ACFO1 Roberta Agui Gansen. And also our neighboring commander, ACFO1 Doris Lamte, Tema Regional Commander. I would also want to welcome ACFO1 James Ankra, Northern Regional Commander. It's my pleasure also to introduce ACFO1 Jennifer Na Yali Kwe, Eastern Regional Commander. Also in our midst is ACFO1 John Amati, representing the Central Region, Regional Commander for Central Region. Our own boss, ACFO1 James Ohineba Yaokwatin, Commanding Officer of the Ghana National Fire Service Headquarters. Also in our midst is ACFO1 Olivia Ayem, the Bono Regional Commander. Welcome, madam. The Golden Stool Commander, the Regional Commander for the Ashanti Region, ACFO1 Giwa. Welcome, sir. I would also want to acknowledge the presence of ACFO1 James Oforie J, the Regional Commander for the Savannah Region. Unfortunately, the Regional Commander for the Western Region couldn't make it, but his Deputy Regional Commander, in the person of ACFO2, Thomas Ni Okain Tete, is here representing him. Also with us is ACFO2, Eugene Asa Jeche, Regional Commander for the Upper West Region. Thank you, sir. I would want to acknowledge the presence of ACFO2, Joseph Cranting, Ahafo Regional Commander. I want to acknowledge the presence of the Northeast Regional Commander, ACFO2, Stanley Nuseto. Thank you, sir. Also in our midst is the ACFO2, Philip Amangno, Western North. I had to rehearse the name very well, so I didn't get it. So thank you all for your presence. ACFO1, John Amati. I almost made a mistake. Oh, okay, sir. All right, so thank you all. Oh, I swear my mouth. Please, ACFO, I made a huge mistake. ACFO1, Anthony J.C. Boating from the Upper East region. Sir, sorry for my error. I'll come for my punishment. And then, for the Volta region also, we have in the presence of ACFO1, Joy Ameibo Ayim. You are very much welcome, sir. So thank you all to the regional commanders here present. We don't take your presence here for granted, and we appreciate you coming. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Eddie Okin, for doing us that honors. You can take your seat. Thank you so much. Shall we give it up for Edio 1, Edio Alex Kenati. We are honored to also have in the house a representative from the Agric Development Bank in the person of Mr. Frank Ewo. Shall we welcome him, please? On this note, we shall prepare to invite the Chief Fire Officer, the #1 marksman of the Ghana National Fire Service, to welcome us to this event. Shall we welcome our Chief as he comes up to give us his welcome address? Band, please give us a short rendition whilst we adjust the mic for our Chief Fire Officer.
Fire! Fire! God's time! God's time! Oja! Oja! The brothers! The brothers! The rest! We don't really take over. Thank you very much. Our distinguished chairman, the Vice Chancellor of University of Energy and Natural Resources, Professor Elvis Asare Bediako. He's here with a team of lecturers from UNE. Our special guest of honor, our own man, the Council Chairman, Honorable Anyimanu Anchi Kwame, Member of Parliament, Asante Akim Central Constituency. Fire Service Council members, the representative of the Honorable Regional Minister for Greater Accra, Mr. Sami Sepeni, the President, Retired Fire Officers Association, is a Deputy Chief Officer, David Eleno, retired. Distinguished invited guests, directors of the Ghana National Fire Service, the consultants of the Ghana National Fire Service 60th anniversary celebration, Mr. Osu Aponsa Williams, Head of Events, Corporate Alliance, Ghana. Our sponsors, officers and men, and civilian staff of Ghana National Fire Service, stakeholders in the fire industry, friends of the media, Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is with great pleasure and immense honor that I extend a warm welcome to each one of you at the auspicious opening of this year's National Fire Conference. As the Chief Officer of the Ghana National Fire Service, I am deeply privileged to address such an esteemed gathering of stakeholders in the public fire safety industry with the honorable presence of our own Honorable Council Chairman, who is our special guest of honor. I stand before you today with great pride and honor as we gather here at the Assemblies of God Guest House main auditorium to celebrate a remarkable milestone in the history of the Ghana National Fire Service. 60 years of existence, 60 years of bravery, and 60 years of unwavering commitment to ensuring effective fire management. I therefore welcome you all to the opening of the 3-day National Fire Conference under the theme 60 Years of Existence, Ensuring Effective Fire Management, the Role of Stakeholders. It is a pleasure to have each one of you here as we embark on this journey of reflection, learning, and collaboration. This year's conference marks a significant milestone for us as we reflect on 60 years of existence. It is a time to celebrate our history, acknowledge our progress, and pave the way forward in enhancing our collective efforts towards effective fire management. As the Chief Officer of the Ghana National Fire Service, I am humbled to say that this conference serves as a testament to our dedication to the safety and well-being of our nation and its people. For 6 decades, we have stood at the forefront of fire prevention, battling flames, protecting lives, preserving our communities, and safeguarding our environment. The theme of this conference also encapsulates the essence of our journey over the past 6 decades and underscores the critical role each stakeholder plays in ensuring effective fire management. Together, we have worked tirelessly to safeguard lives, properties, and the environment. And this platform serves as a testament to our enduring commitment. The presence of each one of you, our distinguished stakeholders, illuminates the significance and gravity of the work we do. Your collective dedication, expertise, and commitment to the cause of fire safety and management have been instrumental in shaping the landscape of the Ghana National Fire Service in our nation. Your continuous support and collaboration remained pivotal in achieving our shared objectives. Today, we shall not only celebrate our past achievements, but also acknowledge the pivotal role that stakeholders play in ensuring effective fire management. We recognize the importance of collaboration, synergy, and shared responsibility in safeguarding our nation from the devastating effects of fire. As firefighters, and with the support of our stakeholders, it is our duty to prevent and respond swiftly and effectively to all incidents. We must work together as a community to raise awareness about the causes, prevention, and dangers of fires and other incidents, and take every necessary and proactive measure to prevent them from occurring in the first place. We are happy to announce to you that by collective hard work in sensitizing the populace on fires and other incidents, prevention and control, the service recorded a decrease in fire breaks for the period 1st January 2023 to 30th November 2023 by 272, representing 4.9% as compared to the same period in 2022. Well done. The service also attended 532 road traffic accidents and recorded 2,557 injured and 263 deaths from 1st January 2023 to 30th November 2023, as against 582 accidents attended in 2022 with 2,637 injured and 322 deaths. For the period 1st January 2023 to 30th November 2023, a total of 177 rescue duties were performed. These involved people drowning in dams, rivers, and wells, people falling into manholes and toilet pits, bee attacks, people trapped in elevators, people legs stuck in metal slabs, etc., etc. The service recorded 129 people injured and 40 deaths. For the same period in 2022, 145 rescue duties were recorded, resulting in 70 injured and 29 deaths. Distinguished Chairman, our Honorable Council Chairman, over the next 2 days, we have created an engaging and insightful program that aims to foster thought-provoking discussions, share knowledge, exchange experiences, and explore innovative strategies and solutions. Together, we will delve into the challenges we face in our fields of work and identify strategies to overcome them. We will celebrate our successes, learn from our failures, collectively chart a path that aligns with contemporary challenges in fire management, as well as lay the foundation for a future where fire management is more efficient, effective, and inclusive. This conference is not just an opportunity to gain knowledge and skills. It is a platform to build connections and foster partnerships. It is a chance to come together as a united front, bound by a common purpose to protect our communities and ensure their safety. As we embark on these crucial discussions, full to His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, the Honorable Minister for the Interior, and the Fire Service Council for the continued support and motivation to ensure a very vibrant fire service. The service is one of the essential agencies very high in government's agenda for the retooling exercise. Arrangements are far advanced on the procurement of various appliances and equipment and utility vehicles, including dual-purpose tenders, water tankers, rapid intervention vehicles. We have a prototype at the Ghana National Fire Service headquarters. Firefighting motors, we also have a prototype at the Ghana National Fire Service headquarters. Command cars, etc., etc. By government for the Ghana National Fire Service, these appliances and equipment will enable the service replace the aging ones at the fire stations, also open new fire stations to improve upon response time to incidents. A total of 2,369 junior officers were promoted to their next higher ranks this year, 2023. 2023. All arrangements have also been finalized to conduct promotion interviews for senior officers who are due for promotion to their next higher ranks. A new fire television station has also been established at the Ghana National Fire Service headquarters to enhance public fire safety education. It is yet to be commissioned by the government, but currently being operated on frequency 562000. I therefore urge officers and men, civilian staff of this noble service, to continue to work harder and work as a team to ensure that the service grows from strength to strength. Once again, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each participant, sponsor, and stakeholder for your unwavering support and commitment. Let us harness the spirit of collaboration, learning, and progress to ensure a safer and more secure future for our nation. See something, prevent fire. Thank you for your for gracing this occasion with your presence. May God continue to bless us with his wisdom, guidance, and protection. I wish us all a fruitful, insightful, and successful National Fire Conference. Thank you, sir.
I believe you can do it better. That was the Chief Officer of the Ghana National Fire Service welcoming us to this conference. Indeed, he was able to tout some of his achievements and again made sense of that. And again, we would also want the regimental band to give us a very hot rendition so that it will ginger us to prepare to receive the statement from our special guest of honor, who would also do us the honors to open this conference. So please give us a hot rendition whilst we use it to warm our bodies to prepare for the opening statement of our special guest of honor. So before the regimental band gets ready, I have been reliably informed that the OT Regional Fire Commander has joined us. He is in the person of ACFO2 Billy Anaglate. Thank you, sir, for your presence. So regimental band. Thank you, Regimental Band, for such a hot tune. We want to acknowledge our teaming followers on our social media platforms, especially on Facebook, which is carrying this conference live, and our audiences on our fire service television for staying tuned till this time. We have the honor to acknowledge the presence of Madam Dinah Akun, Head of Employee Banking, Access Bank. Shall we welcome her, please? We are also honored with the presence of Mr. Stephen Bedu, Executive Director, Glyco Group. Shall we welcome him, please? Thank you, sir. We are also honored with the presence of the team from National Lotteries Authority. Mr. Daniel Obin, Madam Bella France, and then Mr. Johnson Edu. Mr. Johnson Edu, shall we welcome them, please? They are sponsors. They are from NLA, and we appreciate their presence. We want to acknowledge our sponsors, SIC Life. They say Absolute Peace of Mind, Societe Generale, GCB, NLA, and then National Insurance Commission, Stanbic Bank, and Access Bank. We are grateful for sponsoring this 3-day event. Shall we give it up for our sponsors, please? I have the honor now to invite the special guest of honor, who is representing the Minister for the Interior, to give us his opening statement. Shall we welcome him, please?
Thank you very much. Good morning to you all. Yeah, some are tall and long, and some are short. Before I give the minister's speech, may I request all of you, when the workshop or the conference is opened, to stay throughout the days, because this is a very important conference. I'm sure you know why the minister is not here. The minister was due to come, but you know the president is not in the country and the vice president is acting as the president, and I think the minister has been elevated to assist the vice president, so maybe he is acting as the vice president now. So I was elevated. I think I'm elevated to hold the post of the minister for 2 hours in this room, not beyond that. Now, the minister's address. Honorable Professor Chairman, members of the Fire Service Council, the Chief Fire Officer, directors of the Ghana National Fire Service, distinguished invited guests, officers and men and civilian staff of Ghana National Fire Service, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, and let me take this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of this DCFO retired David Oleno. Thank you very much. I've always seen him in every gathering. I'm going off the speech. Sorry, let me go back. Good morning and welcome to the opening ceremony of the 3-day fire conference. It's a pleasure to see so many dedicated professionals, experts, and stakeholders gathered here to discuss and address the critical challenges and innovations in the field of fire safety and other emergencies. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this gathering represents a crucial opportunity for us to address the pressing issues of our safety and well-being. Fire safety is a topic of paramount importance in our society. Fires can have devastating consequences, affect lives, property, and the environment as a whole. Our ability to prevent, manage, and mitigate these risks is very essential. That is why we must acknowledge the tireless efforts of our firefighters and emergency responders. They put their lives on the line to protect our communities, and their dedication is nothing short of heroic. Let me go off a bit. And I really appreciate of late what is going on GTV News. There had been some documentary where you see firefighters. Yesterday I saw one, somebody holding buckets of water while the firefighters were on their feet fighting, pouring the fire on them. Now we are bridging the gap that is between the public and the service, and that is a very good attempt. And kudos to Mr. Afram. This conference being held under the theme 60 years of existence, ensuring effective fire management, the role of stakeholders, presents an opportunity for all of us to come together, share knowledge, and inspire action to improve fire safety for our communities. Ladies and gentlemen, the 3 days ahead of us should be dedicated to fostering collaboration, sharing knowledge, and formulating strategies to enhance our nation's fire preparedness and responses. I am reliably informed we have an exciting lineup of speakers, workshops, and discussions that will cover a whole range of topics. From the latest advancements in firefighting techniques to the development of cutting-edge fire prevention technologies. Prevention is a cornerstone of our fire safety strategy. We need to continue raising awareness about the importance of fire prevention measures, from fire-safe building designs to responsible land management practices. Education plays a vital role in empowering our citizens to take action to protect their homes, neighborhoods, and properties. In addition to prevention, we must be ready to respond when fires inevitably occur. Cooperation and coordination among stakeholders, including government agencies, local communities, non-governmental organizations, and private sector partners are essential. It is through these partnerships that we can mobilize resources swiftly and efficiently. Furthermore, let's not underestimate the role of technology and innovation in fire management. Advances in firefighting equipment, early warning systems, and data analytical and data analysis are transforming our ability to combat fires effectively. We must invest in these technologies and leverage on them to stay one step ahead of wildfires and urban fires. It is for this that I commend the fire service for what was done, I think, 2 or 3 weeks ago on wildfires, led by Mr. Osu Ajay. It is very timely. Professor Chair, Chief Fire Officer, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, over the course of this conference, I encourage all participants to share their expertise, best practices, and lessons that has been learned or will be learned from this conference. We must collaborate on policy development, resource allocation, and disaster response plans. I look forward to the insights and discussions that will unfold in the coming days. Together, we can enhance our nation's resilience to fire-related challenges and protect the well-being of our citizens and environment. Thank you for your dedication to this critical cause, and let's work together to ensure a safer and more resilient future for all. At this juncture, I, on behalf of the Minister of Interior, now have the singular honor to declare the 2023 Fire Conference duly opened. I wish you fruitful deliberations. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Kindly take your seat. I believe our special guest has done justice to his assignment this morning. Shall we give it up for our special guest in the person of Honorable Kwame Eyimedu Antwi. Thank you, Honorable. We shall take a coffee break, but before we go for the coffee break, we will take a group picture with our special guests. So please, we would ask the ushers to get us some chairs from this room so that quickly we can do the arrangement. But before the chairs come, we have a video that we want to show to the house. So we would want the IT guys to quickly help us with that videotape. It goes to buttress the fact that the fire service, or the officers and the men who have been risking their lives daily to protect our very communities that we live in, they go through a hell of a challenge. But aside the assaults, aside the negative comments that are associated with their line of work, they have not given up. Aside the challenges that they are confronted with on a daily basis, they have not reneged on that effort. Fireman Pabi, please get us the video. IT team, please get us the video. Is it on now? No, not this one. The other one, please. Not this one, the other one, please. Yes. Can you please help us with the sound? Our forgotten heroes have been doing their best for the past 60 years, but very little is said of them. Many a times they are blamed for arriving to incidents late for no fault of theirs. So what they are saying is that they've been bruised, they've been brutalized, they've been pelted with stones for no fault of theirs. And in the course of their duty, we've lost a number of our people. Had it not been the firefighters their exceptional role, a lot of the properties that we have in this country would have gone waste. We have safeguarded our major market from the ravages of fire. Between 1982 and 1983, we were able to save about 50% of our forest cover from the ravages of fire. The firemen were the same people who stood in these major fires, like the Central Medical Stores in Tema some years back, of which my late boss was the incident or the first pump incident commander. In 2015, I remember in Kumasi, somewhere around Odium, for 2 clear days around the Christmas festive season, I couldn't go home because of a warehouse that was gutted by fire, and we lost a lot of these electricity meters. At that time, they had been imported into the country, and just after loading them, barely 3 hours after loading them in the night, around midnight, the fire started, and we lost a whole chunk of these new electricity meters. So we had to stay on the fire ground, extinguish the fire, and then come out with a course, which helped us a lot. The old Parliament House was also saved by the gallant men of the Ghana National Fire Service. Our major market, like the Kumasi Central Market, KJTR Market, now modernized, have also been saved on countless number of occasions by our efforts. We are making do with the resources that we have. After 60 years, we are still making do with some of our fire tenders, which are now, some are well over 15 years, and we are still using them. So I believe as we have gathered here, a lot will be said so that together we can come up with proposals that will shape policy direction on how fire tenders and other ancillary equipment are procured for the service. So these are men, they do their best. So on this note, once the sound men are not able to get us the sound,
what others run away from, we have been vilified, insulted, battered, bruised, and demoralized by the same people we save.
Can I get some
we have lost comrades who were like family in the line of duty.
Podium this
but
way so that we can take
we
the
still
pictures,
jack up,
please.
put on our helmets, and respond to the next emergency. The everyday story of the forgotten heroes. What others run away from, we run towards. We put our lives on the line for total strangers because that is what we live for. The smiles on the faces of the people we save, the properties we salvage, the Nyumo Ajoni, Nyamenshramu from the mothers, and the weight from the tiny hands of the children are what we, the forgotten heroes, adore so much.
Kindly bring the chairs so that we can take the pictures, please.
Company, Gumco, a household utilities manufacturing company popularly known as Chinese at Sekondi Takoradi in the Western region on May 9, 2017 that left more than 100 people injured. The explosion, which occurred at about 7 a.m. on Tuesday, led to a 4-hour traffic jam in the Twin City. The tanker carrying 30,000 tons of liquefied petroleum gas was offloading into 2 giant LPG receptacles in the yard when it started leaking profusely. This led to a fire which caused the tanker to break into two. The firemen told the crew they came to work hoping to close peacefully and return peace, but they never made it back home that day. In fact, some of them rather found themselves in the hospital.
As we were about to try to organize, all we heard was the sound. Boom! Then I can see my crewmen, everybody scattered. Someone in the gutter. In fact, I fell in the gutter. I don't know what happened, but I found myself in the gutter. Through the waves of the explosion, it was serious. Everybody was hit badly. All that I remember that I was in the Gapo hospital.
The gears that we are wearing, they are all on fire. I have to be tearing my dresses off. They started rolling on the ground so that I may put the fire off. So after that, then one doctor came and sat beside me, said I should talk late for him to hear. And the doctor said, my voice has started changing, but if they keep me here for 2 hours, I'll die. So they have to make provision and fly me to the nearest ICU center. So after 5 days before I realized that, where am I? I'm at the hospital. Where is he? They say, oh no, this is what happened to you, calm down. I stayed there, they started doing the peeling of the blisters and other, because I had multiple bends. Almost about 50% of my body bent. I bent